What's up guys, CRYPTiCK here, bringing you some Black Ops 3 beta gameplay which will impress you to say the least, as this is a shotgun nuclear from iSacrificed, which is around a 43 gun streak, which is just ridiculous. I mean, I wish I could get gameplays half as good as this, but alas, I think I'll just let him be the beast and I'll just stick to commentating, I suppose. But also in this video, we're going to be covering all the Black Ops 3 updates from the beta to the final game itself. So what's changed since the beta in essence, and there's a fair bit to be honest with you, including a huge update which is going to affect the eSports scene pretty dramatically to say the least, and for the positive as well. But first up, I'm going to start with an obvious update, and that's a Black Hat nerf. I mean, everyone that played the beta and used a Black Hat, or came up against someone using the Black Hat, knows how ridiculous it was. I mean, you could literally hack someone's score streak and just destroy them with it. So you spend the whole game grinding out to get a mothership. Next thing you know, your own mothership is bloody killing you. And, you know, it didn't really make sense. But CRYPTiCK, you know, surprisingly, haven't changed the aspect that you can have your score streaks hacked against you. Instead, they've just made it a lot harder for someone to hack your stuff, which is fair enough. And the way they're roughly going to do it is, the higher the score streak, the harder it is to hack, which is obvious. But also what they've done is every time someone tries to hack a score streak, they will shine up on that minimap. There'll be a bright red dot, which means you're going to have to be very precise with the Black Hat, and you're going to have to be you know, wary to say the least, as everyone will be charging at you. So yeah, something to bear in mind. So Black Hat is still going to be used in my view, but it is going to be harder to do. But you know there's going to be a few sweaty people which are going to master that Black Hat. So yeah, that's the first update, something to be expected to say the least. Now, Rejack, you saw it once in this gameplay already. That's the only time it's used. Don't worry, it's not like the old gameplay I uploaded, or the gameplay I uploaded a few weeks ago was used like 7 or 8 times. Now that's been nerfed completely. I don't think it's going to be used too much because it's essentially now just attack insertion. Now with this update, you actually get a confirmed kill if you put someone into Rejack. You also, or that person also gets a death, and their streak does not continue. And that is with their score streaks and their nuclear streak, whatever. It will not continue. All it will enable you to do is get back up from where you've died. And that's it. But to be honest with you, know, I don't mind that at all. I mean, Rejack, I'm not sure whether I'm for or against it generally in the game, but this way it makes it pretty weak, to be honest with you. But you know there's going to be a few people using it. You know I'm going to get angry about it at some point during Black Ops 3, where I destroy some kid, he gets up in Rejack and just absolutely penetrates my ass. But yeah, that's Rejack for you. Next up, the flinch. Oh, the flinch was so frustrating in the beta. That was probably my biggest thing which wound me up. Flinch has been reduced. Apparently there was a glitch in the system where it enabled flinch to stack, which meant that you would flinch way up in the air and you would never be able to get the kill. You'd have to basically aim for someone's cock if you wanted to go for a headshot, which was a little bit stupid to say the least. So they've reduced the flinch significantly apparently, so it will actually feel like there is toughness built in, which is good news for everyone. Not just the pub stompers, but esports players as well, because esports players, you know, they have got great accuracy and they don't want flinch to screw that up. They don't want to essentially, you know, aim for a lower part of the body to actually get a confirmed kill. They want to go for the part that they want to go for the headshot, essentially. I mean, their accuracy, as I've said, is ridiculous, and they don't want flinch to cost them a kill because the gun's going to go above their head. So, great update there. Now, with regards to the next update, now this is a little bit of a Ghosts update because they did the same in Ghosts as well, but they did it halfway through the game, so there's now a confirmed red hit marker for when you kill someone. Now, I'm personally a big fan of this update. I mean, it's only something aesthetic, so it's only something which is built to, you know, improve the visuals of the game, but for me, it makes it better because you know when someone's dead. The amount of people, or the amount of times I put so many bullets into people in Black Ops 2 and other games as well, and I think they're dead, all of a sudden they just absolutely destroy me. I'm like, bruh, how the hell was he not dead? So having this red hit marker, it's going to be big as well, so you're going to know when you've got a confirmed kill, which is really, really handy. Once again, not just for pubs, but also for esports as well. Now, next update, a little bit of a smaller one. Concussions and flashbangs have been nerfed. Now, the nerf is fairly simple to understand, as the time you're concussed or time you flashed has been reduced by 1 second. So they're still going to be powerful, but it has been reduced ever so slightly. Now, this is the big update, and what everyone in esports has been asking for the past 2 years, or mainly the last year, as Hardpoint wasn't in Ghosts. Now, there is a time in hill statistic coming to Black Ops 3, which means we can finally spot the kill horse. Now, this is such a big relief, to be honest with you, and as a caster, I'm really looking forward to casting over the time and heal statistic in particular, as some players do get some stick as they won't finish with the most kills, but this way, you know, players are allowed to say, well, hang on a minute, I did have the most time in heal. It gives some positives to the negatives, and it also means that impressive gameplays, or impressive players, so say a player drops 40 kills and has the most time in heal statistics, it means that me as a caster, I can sit there and go, oh my god, this is worldly. So yeah, really, really happy about that update. I don't think anyone has got any complaints about that particular update. Now, also, kill cam update. Every time you get killed by someone, you can see everything they're running. The gun, the attachments, and the perks, which is handy, to be honest with you, because when I get melted, I like to see exactly what they're running, so I can go and use it, and then for it to not work the same for me. It's always brilliant, to be honest with you, but yeah, happy with that. Now, one of the final updates, to be honest with you, or the main big update, is the patches to the guns. There's only been 2 big patches, 2 big nerfs, I should say, to the guns. And I'll leave you a second, just think, what guns could possibly be nerfed? 2 guns in the beta which were vastly overused, vastly overpowered. Which 2 guns do you think I'm talking about? That's right, the M8 has been patched, and I said that in my Black Ops 3 beta review. It needed to be patched, and it has. And also the Razorback as well. So Razorback has had a slight nerf as well. I don't think it's as big as the M8. Now, coming out to the end of the gameplay, as that's everything from the patches, ready for the Black Ops 3 launch. There's also been some new multiplayer maps released, so I'll save that for a separate video, as I've got some more Black Ops 3 content coming up. But iSacrificed Death is coming up, and I'm not sure what he was doing here, but just take a look at this. He spots a grenade, then tries to pick it up and just destroys himself. But that's everything from the gameplay. Finishes with 110 kills. Absolutely insane. But if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Any thoughts on the beta or the final updates, please drop a comment. And as always, hit that subscribe button. Cheers.